everyone, it's Rain, back to bring you another Hytale news video. Today we're going to be talking about Hytale mobs, as well as the possible topics of what the next blog post might cover. If you guys have any other thoughts regarding the next blog post, please let us know in the comments down below. Getting started, the first creature we're going to be talking about is the Goblin. Goblins are present in thousands of adventure games, and Hytale just couldn't keep them out. Goblins are green little creatures that will stop at nothing to kill you. Goblins can be seen in the Hytale trailer when an adventurer enters a dungeon and is greeted by these mischievous creatures. From this scene only, we learn so many things. First, we learn that goblins are clumsy creatures from the one goblin falling off the platform to his death. Secondly, we see in the front row a crazy goblin with bombs in his hands that are ready to be thrown at anyone or anything. Another instance we've had of a bomber goblin was in an image Hytale tweeted out, where we witnessed one of these goblins chucking a bomb, presumably at a wandering adventurer, followed by an image of a visibly terrified character being chased down by some type of warrior goblin and another bomber goblin. Third, we've been introduced to multiple forms of a goblin mob, where they range from having handheld weapons to a pan resting on their head. The last thing we can notice in the primary scene is how a goblin jumps from the top of the stairs, charging at the player after landing. Along with this gracious mob mechanic, we notice the cleaver that it is carrying. Taking a look over at the Weapon Research 2 concepts, we are shown a goblin surrounded by multiple weapons, one of them being this cleaver, leading us to fully believe that these are their primary weapons they carry. Of course, this also makes sense because the goblin is referenced right next to just those tools, but I digress. That is all we have for you guys today regarding the goblin, but hopefully later on we'll be able to introduce more of this mob to you guys. Next up is the Slothian, which unfortunately we do not have that much information on, but we can bring forth a short clip from the trailer that shows them hanging around their natural habitat. Besides that, we have a snippet of the symbolism that Slothians use as a definition for their race, coming from the bottom left corner of the iconography research concept. Next, we have a creature who is widely shown around the Hytale website, and that is the skeleton. Skeletons are going to be one of the most intriguing mobs to run into, due to the fact that every zone has its own unique set of them. Moving over to the skeleton gears research, we are able to see that from Zone 1, there are skeletons, wizards, and archers, which look absolutely astonishing. Seemingly, skeletons from Zone 2 have beards, Zone 3 introduces frozen warrior skeletons, and Zone 4 seems to be a more aged, dustier skeleton. Throughout your adventure through Hytale, these skeletons are going to be a nuisance with all the armor they have on them, which will most likely make them extremely hard to kill for beginners. Skeletons also appear to be minions for certain bosses, as shown in the Hytale trailer. Here, the skeletons are cheering on the boss that was trying to completely demolish the adventurers coming in, and near the end of the trailer, we also see 3 adventurers fighting off a group of skeletons crawling out of the ground as the Void Dragon swoops down onto the roof of the building, letting out a decimating roar. Now, enough of the small entries, let's get on to the blog post speculation. To start off with, we are introduced to Noxie's tweet where he states, "Quick Hytale update for you guys. Things are going super well and the team is working hard on all fronts. Apologies for being so quiet in the past few weeks. There should be another blog post out within 1 to 2 weeks with some cool new shiz to unveil." Of course followed by a cat mashing a keyboard just to sustain Noxie's everlasting sense of humor. This was posted on July 7th, and he continues on to mention, "And when it comes to in-dev stuff like combat and PvP, it's quite hard to show since not all of our audience's understanding of game dev processes. It can lead to over-analysis on non-final things. We have super high standards for PvP, we come from a PvP server on Minecraft. We are led to believe that he could possibly be hinting at a detailed explanation on how combat could work in Hytale." Noxie is also saying that it is a high priority not only for their Minecraft server, Hypixel, but also for Hytale. However, it is hard to show the audience what their plans are because many people will just simply not understand what they're talking about when discussing PvP and combat. Furthermore, some people in the community hold just as high, if not higher standards than they do regarding PvP, and if a system seems to be flawed, everyone in that category has a free chance to jump onto the boat to trash it. However, this still could have a possibility of being mentioned in the upcoming blog post. What do you guys think? Would you enjoy a blog post covering overall combat and PvP mechanics, or should they leave the content out for the time being? Let us know in the comments below. Next, and probably what everyone is hoping for in the Hytale community, is the possibility of a summer information update. More or less, this could be a follow-up fact detailing subjects such as price, name reservations, general game updates, and more. Keep in mind that the last updated fact that we have been provided with was back in December of 2018. If this is not coming in this upcoming blog post, we assume it won't be too much longer, as they want to update the simple questions so the newer people hearing about the game will know the updated answers. Following that, do we think that the next blog post could hold the secrets of the next zones that we have yet to see in any of the past blog posts? As you can see, they've already posted a blog post referring to certain aspects of Zone 3, such as terrain, animals, concepts, etc. What do you guys think? Will this blog post feature an update to Zone 4? Mention your thoughts in the comments below. Now, as we all probably know, Hytale did a blog post around 6 months ago called the Hytale Model Maker Introduction. This blog post showed us the basics of how the model maker was going to work and even some time lapses of items they made strictly for the game. Since it has been 6 months since the last post about the model maker, do we think there will be an updated version of the post showing us some more of the model maker in depth? We believe this would be a pretty cool add-on, even if it is not in the upcoming blog post. There are many people excited for the model maker alone. Additionally, we are going to speculate the chances of the Hytale team bringing back NPC updates. It has been around 7 months since we last got a blog post about NPCs as a whole. In this blog post, could we get to know the NPCs even more than we do now? And will they show us new NPC interactions if there are any? Next, the blog post could possibly consist of a bunch of crafting tips and tricks that they plan to use for Hytale. As some of you might know, on their Minecraft server Hypixel, they released a significant crafting format with different formulas to make new and exciting things for their newest game mode, Skyblock, which definitely has sparked with massive popularity. We assume that they will implement these ideas into Hytale, as their implementation of this feature into Skyblock could be a reference of how their idealized crafting system might play out when placed into Hytale. However, we have had sneak peeks at how crafting will look in Hytale through both the crafting diagram concept and the inventory UI in the Hytale UI blog post. Therefore, there could be a possibility to be teased with more information regarding crafting, but we'll have to sit here and wait until the blog post appears. Continuing on, we are going to discuss if the Hytale team will provide a blog post regarding details or even gameplay for the mini-games they plan to put into the game. In Hytale's media section of their website, there's a part labeled Minigames that states, "We've been creating the most popular minigames around for over 5 years. Whether you're a current Hypixel player, a returning fan, or entirely new to the world of minigames, Hytale is designed to offer the best possible experience for both players and creators." As we've witnessed in the trailer, one of the minigames that's been teased is Sky Wars, one of the most popular and long-lasting game modes on the Hypixel server. We're also aware that it's due to be implemented into their Hytale server through the first image in the minigames area, which also lets our eyes dart towards the remaining 2 images on the far right side that haven't been set with a logo. Could they be teased in the upcoming blog post, or will we have to wait until the game releases to find out more? And finally, the blog post could honestly just be something completely fresh off the grill, with new concepts and information scattered all throughout it. Therefore, make sure to follow @Hytale and @NoxyWoxy on Twitter, as well as us over at Hytale News YT as we cover all of the latest news from Hytale and their development. And that wraps up the entirety of today's video. Let us know what you guys think of the video, and if you have any other questions you want answered regarding future blog posts, or just questions in general, make sure you guys leave a comment regarding your concern, and we will try our best to answer all the comments you've posted. If you're interested in discussing more Hytale related topics with the community, don't forget to stop by our Discord, invite link featured in the description, and converse with people just as interested as you are. If you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you can easily be notified the next time we post. If you have any more suggestions for us, state them down in the comments below, and we'll gladly take any information, advice, and criticism. Anyways, my name is Rain, and we'll see you in the next Hytale News video. Peace.